Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you're here with me today. Today I want to talk about my foundations. I've had a couple of requests on how I pick my foundation, what works best for me, whether it's a cream, whether it's a powder, whether it's stick versus, or just a regular liquid foundation. I don't have a preference, to be honest. I have a few that I go to that are my, ultimates that I go with. I also mix mine together. I haven't found a shade yet that is completely 100% my shade. And I just think that a lot of people have that problem. Right now, I am in between the Anastasia Beverly Hills stick foundation, and I actually mixed that with the Maybelline Fit Me in the color 115 or Ivory. I did try a couple of other ones. I tried the porcelain from Maybelline's Fit Me, and I looked like a fucking ghost. It was way too white for me, and it just was not for me. I've also tried a few others that I didn't really care for. The Urban Decay All Nighter. I didn't care for that one, and the reason was it just made me feel real cakey, and I had a lot of problems with that one. It just looked like it was too heavy, and it was too obvious that I was wearing it, and I don't want that kind of feeling. I didn't want the feeling that people were staring at me and that I was just had too much makeup on, and I would get comments from my husband like, "Oh, what do you don't need that. It's too cakey and stuff." So I gifted that over to my niece, Julie, and she ends up using it, but I don't think she was a fan of it either. I think she ended up mixing with another foundation that she was working with, which is totally cool because you got to find what works best for you. And I've also tried in the past the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I do like the coverage that this one gives. I just don't like the color. It's got that pink hue to it. I don't like that undertone, that pink undertone. I prefer a warm, but like I said, everyone's preference is theirs. I also, one that is a good one for me is the Tarte Amazonian Clay in the color, let's see, Fair Sand. This one's a really good one that I really like too, but this is a full coverage, and sometimes, depending on how my skin was looking that day, whether it was breaking out, my problem area happens to be right here, you could see it. It did look cakey, but it didn't dry out. It wasn't that. It still made me feel, it wasn't too heavy or anything like that. I really liked that part of it. It just sometimes it looked too much. So if I just want like a normal everyday look, then I go with the CC cream from IT Cosmetics in the color Fair. I really do like this one. This one still allows my freckles to come through without bringing out my imperfections that I might have right then and there. As you can see, I'm not wearing any foundation right now. I am an insurance agent by day. If I'm lucky to have my eye makeup on, that's what I do. I don't wake up enough in time to go and put my full face on, because I do see that it takes me a long time because I want to make sure that it looks perfect. So it's either go big or go home, and I'd rather just go home Monday through Friday. But on Saturday and Sunday, bitch, I'll be rocking a full face because I have the time to do it. I'm just not a morning person, and I just don't find the time. I'd rather sleep in as much as I can. That being said, there's a few things that I think help me. I'm sorry, I'm really nervous. This is my first actual YouTube video that I'm recording for YouTube and not for Facebook and then posting it over here. So I'm a little nervous, and I'm trying to find my balls and my bearings and everything right now. I think that the way you apply your foundation really helps. Let's be honest, like, it's all in how you take care of your skin. You got to moisturize. You got to put the primers on. I put a setting spray on before and after. It's all about how you set it. All of these factors come into play when you're doing your foundation. I go between a sponge, a beauty blender or a sponge, versus a brush. I really like going in with the brush first, because I feel that I can get in there and do all that stuff, and then if I need to, I go in with the damp sponge and get everything evened out. So let me just show you a little bit of how I do mine. Sorry about that. So my go-to that I've been using lately is like I said, the two from, one from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is in the color Warm Neutral, and then again with the Fit Me by Maybelline, color Ivory in 115. So this one does have a powder core, which I think is really cool. Sorry about my lighting. I'm trying to get acclimated and trying to get everything to look good. I keep changing around rooms and everything, and you know, I'm just trying to get my feet wet in the YouTube world, if you were. Okay, so I just put this on after I put on my primer, after I set, then I go through after I moisturize, all that. I'm just giving an example right now. I'm not doing a full face. I just want to give you a little example of how I do it. So I go through and see how much of a difference, like this one's definitely more warm and this one's very light for my skin, but I think when I mix them together, it gives me the perfect combination. Don't forget under your chin. That is very important, especially if you're a big girl like me and you got double chins. So we want to hide that double chin. We want to get everything covered. Go down the neck. Go down into the chest if you want to. It's all definitely your fuck preference on what you want to do. Okay, so I actually prefer, like I said, I prefer the brush. I think it gets in everything in real nice and everything like that. My go-to has always been this one from It Cosmetics. It's got a nice flat top with an angledness to it, and you can really get everything in there. However, I recently joined the Live Glam Co.'s monthly subscription. I think right now they have 3 subscriptions. They have the Morphe brushes, where you get $30 plus worth of brushes every month for $20, or they have the lip subscription, and then I think they have the nail polish subscription. I haven't jumped on either of those yet, but I love brushes. So far I fucking love these brushes. I think they're great quality, and they're inexpensive for the quality that you get. I did find that NYX has a really nice brush selection as well. I bought a couple of those the other day from Ulta, and I really was happy with those. So, excuse me. That being said, I am going to try this brush. This is a Morphe M444. It's like a nice kabuki. It's not totally flat, but it does have a little bit of that rounded edge, and I really like it. So I go in and I do small circular motions, and I really work that product in. If my lighting was better, you really could see the quality in this, but sucky. I'm new to YouTube. I don't want to commit to spending thousands and thousands of dollars on equipment if nobody likes my videos, if I don't like doing them. So I'm really trying something new. So I really hope that everyone's enjoying this because, you know, like I said, I'm an insurance agent during the day. I'm almost 35. Like, I just got into makeup recently. I learned from YouTube. That's the life, that's the world we live in now. When I was like 26 is when I started actually wearing makeup. I've always been a tomboy and everything like that. So like at 26, I started wearing makeup, not heavily or anything like that, but I really got into it after I got married. September 2015, I got married 3 days before my birthday. So for my birthday, my new husband said, you know, buy whatever you want for your birthday. So I went fucking ham at Sephora, and I spent like $400, and I got a shit ton of palettes. I got a shit ton of product, and it was just like, it exploded. Like, that's what I fell in love with, and he's really been good about encouraging me to follow in, you know, what I love doing. So I just started experimenting. I started watching more YouTube, and I started following a lot of the beauty influencers, and I really learned a lot. And I didn't, you know, that's how I learned. So damn right, YouTube, you know what's up. So anyways, I blended all that in, Not that you can really see because the lighting sucks in here. So, that being said, then you want to go in with a pressed powder because you want to set all that stuff. You don't want it to melt away towards the end of the day. You want it to last. You could also, once you put on your concealer and everything, then, so sorry. Put on your concealer, bake that with a translucent powder. Get a powder that is, you know, close to your tones that you have. It doesn't have to be expensive. Like, I kind of did start out with higher end because, like I said, I went crazy at Sephora and everything. But, you know, when I started out when I was younger, at 26, I just bought stuff at Walmart and Rite Aid and, like, drugstore shit. And, you know, started from the bottom, now we're here. You know, that's how I feel. Like, it did really well. So, yeah, so put on your concealer and then go over that with a translucent powder. Set your skin, do another setting spray to it, and then, you know, do your bronzer and your highlight and everything, and it's going to come together and it's going to look great. The best way that I test out is go to Ulta, go to Sephora, where they have the testers out there, and you're able to feel the product in your hands. You're able to feel the consistency of it and the texture. Try it out on your neck. Try it out on the back of your wrist. I found that that is the best color match. However, I have a few tattoos, so it's like, you know, you can get it in there and everything. But, yeah, I experiment. If I don't find a color that's exactly for me, I mix them together, and I learned that from YouTube. Like, you gotta find what works for you. Whether it's the powder, whether it's the stick, the cream, anything like that. You got to find what works best for you. Sometimes you have to mix them all together. But I think the key to making it stay is setting it. Make sure that you set it. Otherwise, it's just going to melt away and it's going to look like you have foundation on. You want to look flawless without, like, looking like you did a lot of work to do it. So hopefully I was able to help with a few of the questions that I was asked about my foundation routine and how I go about doing things. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. If you like this video, can you give it a like and subscribe if you want to see what I have in store. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a professional, but I love playing around with makeup. I love just doing shit, like, you know. So if there's anything else I can do, please let me know. Again, thank you for stopping by and taking your time to watch this video, and I really hope everyone enjoyed it. Everyone have a great night. Thank you so much. Bye.